Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails to Azure Part 75. In the previous video we entered the final dungeon, made it through the first section, and then we reached the barrier where we have to knock out these two domains in order to weaken the seal. First one up was Walled, beat him up. It kind of took a little while. This fight's a little boring because he's got these enemies that debuff you and have a ton of HP, so it took a while to get through him, but eventually we did. And now it's time to fight the Shirlsters. No, actually she's just Shirley. She doesn't get a nickname because I hate her. And she's a bad lady. I mean, I should have some sympathy for her because, you know, she's fucked up because of what she was raised in, but I still just don't like her. And, I mean, I assume they'll probably do some sort of redemption thing with Shirley where she's like, I wish I could have ever just been a normal person, which...
Yeah.
人の内面には様々な色があるように、これもまた彼女の持っている側面の一つなのでしょう。
A blue testament to that. Isn't that right, Wazzy?
なるほどな。何があるかわからない。慎重に探索を始めよう。
Alrighty. Touch it. You always touch it. You never don't touch the crystal.
空の色が変わった。
行ける場所も変化したみたいだけど、奥に進むためには工夫する必要がありそうです。
Switch puzzles. Everyone loves them, right?
猫の目みてえにいきなり変わったっつうか、確かに気まぐれなあいつらしい場所かもな。
ブラッディ・シャーリー、最強の両兵団の娘。
Now, when you use that word strongest, what does that mean exactly? Because I was under the implication that word was supposed to mean something, but evidently the way you're using it must mean it doesn't mean what I think it means. I don't want to talk about it. Dude, we're actually gonna fucking die. Like... Like, why are back attacks like so much scarier than anything else in these games? Oh, they reflect arc damage. You didn't know that, you fool? Like, I mean, the back attacks are just so comical. Like, they get 80 billion moves in a row. So let's check this path first. What in the hell are you? Oh, I remember you. You're from Altair, right? I remember blasting you with back when we had Arios. Back before we completely hated him. What are you doing, Wazzy? Why am I hitting with you? I mean, I guess you could try and analyze. Why not? You're weak to... An ancient reptile altered by the Azure tree's power has lived for over 200 years. Can you cast in time? No. Oh, the crit almost got him, dude. Should have healed before we open this. Some might tell you that. Are you weak to blind? You're not. Oh, you're dusted. Sure would be funny if you could actually hit me. Like I said, sure would suck if you were able to hit us. Oh, we should have used confusion, man. I'm so not used to actually ever being able to use our status moves. Like, I'm just used to them being completely useless. Oh, he's roaring, dude. I mean, well, there's no point in doing it now, but... Did a lot of damage. Oh, yeah, I forgot to set up Tio back as a water girl. Whether light or dark, rain or shine, up and down, we know you can win this. Okay, it was like one thing when the first chest cheered me on, but now that like it's like the fourth chest that's cheered us on, it comes across more as patronizing. You know what, let's pause and set up Tio real quick. Be right back. Alright, we're back. Tio didn't take too long to set up, but Wazi took a little bit longer. You're back on Mars Bell meta. I just don't really know, like, I mean, that's really the only other, like, we don't really use it as much because of stamina stuff, so maybe we shouldn't use that. I don't know. I just don't really know what to give you, like, because the only other really buff that we don't use that's not water-based is, or that we would potentially use is Chrono Drive, which we still don't really use that often. Let me see, where's Pluto Gem? Well, what do you lose if you equip Pluto Gem? Just looking. You still keep Aqua Mirage. You lose the ability to buff strength at all, but we do have stamina stakes. Let's just look. I think it's, maybe we'll try Pluto Bell for a little while, see if we like it. I mean, that's like, at the end of the day, that's the way you kind of learn if things are good, right? You learn by doing. That or you know, read a guide that tells you, hey, here's how you beat the game. That's one way to do it, I guess, but don't even talk to me, bro. Don't talk to, why is this cat so playful? He's so mad, dude. Is there anything up here? No, let's go back to talking about bond events, I suppose. So I think we didn't really talk about TOs, right? I don't think we discussed TOs in depth. I mean, we didn't really talk about Ellie's that in depth either. I just didn't really. I wasn't a huge fan. It was fine. Like, it had some good moments, or like, you know, it had some good like dialogue and writing, I guess. But biggest problem, just not personally invested in the idea of an Ellie Lloyd romance, so it kind of rung a little hollow to me. Tio's was like less directly romantic, at least until the end. Like, it basically, a life is too short to carry a judge. As they say, success is the best revenge. Yeah, whatever. Like, you know, it starts with, like, she receives this letter from her parents, and it's all about her wanting to, like, coming to terms with that for the first time. She actually kind of wants to see her parents again. Like, I guess she kind of, like, her time with the SSS has made her appreciate what it is to have a family more, so to speak. And then it basically ends with Tio asking for a wish, and she wishes basically to be with Lloyd forever. Kind of something along those lines. That dialogue's a bit different, but that's basically the gist. And then it ends with Lloyd wondering how he's going to explain the fact that he's creeping on a, I guess she's technically 15 now, a 15-year-old to her father. Now, he doesn't actually say that, but that's what he should be thinking. Overall, I liked it. Once again, it's more of an issue of, like, I'm just not invested in the idea of a Lloyd Tio romance. Partially just, I wish they hadn't made Tio so freaking young. It's just creepy. I don't like it. And I mean, I don't feel like I should have to get over it, but I can't get over it. It's so weird to be able to use status effects, man. I'm used to everything in the game being immune to them. Even if it's the hard way, it's still the right way. You can do it, SSS. Then there was Noelle's, which I actually kind of... It also has a romantic bend to it, of course. But it actually felt like a bit more realistic, where it doesn't end with, like, a devotion of oh, we're gonna be together forever and love each other and everything. It's just like, oh, okay. Let's see how this works out. Basically, it's just, they meet on the bridge. Noelle's kind of spazzing out about, trying to tell Lloyd that she likes him, which was kind of humorous. Eventually, what are you doing, Wazi? Eventually it ends with her deciding to give Lloyd her dog tag in case something happens to her. Lloyd makes an offhanded remark about, isn't that something you should give a boyfriend? And then everyone in the audience groans, because even though Lloyd is a legendary detective, he's also completely dense. And then Lloyd realizes, they resolve, he gives Noelle his dog tag, and then he says, we'll talk about it when it's all over. Which is just kind of, I mean, it's just a little humorous, I guess. Like, I kind of, like, it almost feels more realistic, because there really wasn't that much, like, done with the idea of a romance for these characters. Really, that didn't work. I guess it is only 25% chance. You did confuse one of them, though. Really? You lived? Do we know what you're weak to? You're slightly weak to Mirage? Oh, we have Avalon Gate now. Oh no, don't buff your strength and speed. Whatever will we do if you buff your strength and speed? Okay, you do hurt. Have we seen this ability? I think we used it in the first game, but we haven't seen it in this game. Or actually, I think an enemy is you. Come on, you're not still alive. I'm not mad. But yeah, I kind of like the Noelle one just because I come from a long line of paper, plastic, and glass assassins. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, SSS. I am known as Ben. Pretty good. Pretty good? I mean, it's just objectively better. Now, I'm assuming we don't actually have to use you. Also, shouldn't we have equipped this to you? Yeah. The defense is better. You lose some art defense, but, well, actually, no. You actually have your super armor, so. We did eventually, I think I did that off screen. We traded in your divine cloth thing for, Randy's super armor. I don't think we're still going to rock these because the defense increases aren't worth losing 10 evasion. But yeah, I kind of like felt that one was like more realistic considering there hadn't really been much work put into a Lloyd. No, I mean there's like, because really that's the problem with like all of the romances is that really Lloyd never shows affection for any of the girls really. It's more like it's always one-sided. Like, the closest is probably Ellie. Like, he does kind of, there's a couple, like, scenes where he acts a little awkward and shy around her, like, whenever she brings up that topic. Like, for instance, in the first game when they're talking on the roof of the SSS building. Actually, I don't want to do that. Just stop. Okay, we didn't get back attacked. So that's good. I appreciate not being back attacked. Why does Tio miss all the time? Like, I'm not crazy. She does miss all the time. Just attack, man. The most annoying enemies. I mean, I guess theoretically I could go through the trouble of equipping everyone with anti-sleep equipment until we get to the boss and then have to re-equip everyone, but like I don't want to do that because that's annoying. I guess I'm also not used to enemies being so aggressive because we do have Centon now. I don't. Please. Please, just let me ult. Good job, Ellie. I don't know how you dodged anything, because you have, like, I guess you think you actually have, like, an evade 2 or something on you. And then the door swung open, slamming against the wall, and there she was. Genevieve, she squeaked, dropping the broom to the floor, releasing a plum of wood, dust in the air. Was she seeing things? It's still morning. Wait, no, you're here. It's not even There's an item way back there. Oh, maybe... Do we need it? No, not really. I'm pretty sure we could fight the final boss right now and we'd be fine, so... Let's just go ahead and go up and fight Shirley. Should we? We probably should give like Lloyd just a nugget of CP. Lloyd and Randy a nugget of CP to start. Randy more than Lloyd. Just give him a little bit so that we have some, in case she, you know, in case she has a bunch of enemies and we wanna blast through. Because I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if like Walchi summons a bunch of those cougars or Jaegers or something, or I guess just demons. I don't know. Hopefully none of those freaking cat demons.
Shirley.
お行儀よく待ってたじゃねえか。いつものお前だったら我慢できずに襲ってくるだろう。
ブーブー、ひどいなランディ兄は。まあ確かにランディ兄たちだけならサクッと出撃して殲滅してるけどさ。
おい。
フリーダムすぎます。冗談なんかじゃないのよね。さてと、リーシャ、気合は十分みたいだね。アルカンシェルでの続き、最高に気持ちいい殺し合いを始めるとしようか。そのためにシャーリーはここで待ってたんだからさ。お断りします。
へえ。
ちょっと待ってよ。ここまで来てそんなのってありなの？
Well, you see, Reach is an adult, so, you know, she's not a little child.
確かに、あなたと私はどこか似ているのかもしれない。
She's not a completely one-dimensional character.
私は院として物心ついた時にはそう育てられていました。あなたも多分気づいた時には戦場という世界にいたのでしょう。
Yeah, this is actually another kind of thematic element that I haven't thought about. That, like, it's another example of why I don't like Shirley, right? Because Reach is kind of the same in the sense that she was, which we didn't really talk about her Bond event, which we will probably later in the next combat section, but it goes into her backstory, right? Of how she was raised solely to be Yin, yet at the end of the day, she found a way to break, I mean, not necessarily break free completely, but at least to make it her own and to humanize herself, and to not be just like a mindless killing machine.
まあね。実践が9歳からっていうのはランディ兄と同じだったかな。
親父もおじきもイカれてるとしか言いようがないけどな。
でもシャーリーは一度だって嫌だなんて思ったことはないよ。確かに痛いし辛いこともあるけど、戦場ってキラキラしてるし、何よりもワクワクできるから。
You just said that because you don't have a hobby. Have you ever tried gardening, Shirley?
リーシャはそうじゃなかったの？残念ながら好きでも嫌いでもありませんでした。それは私にとって空気みたいに当たり前で、標的の命を奪うことすら特別な考えはありませんでした。その意味ではあなたよりも人らしくはなかったでしょう。
リーシャ。
リーシャさん。かわいそうだね。でもよかったじゃない。アルカンシェルっていう他の楽しみが見つけられて、シャーリーもリーシャがインであるかどうかなんて別にどうでもいいし。ひどいです。
お前マジでイカれてるぞ。自分が何をやったのかちゃんと分かってんのか。
アルカンシェルを襲ったこと？だってああでもしないとリーシャは本気でシャーリーと殺し合ってくれないでしょ。悪いとは思うけど仕方ないよね。
話が通じないね。
リーシャ。
大丈夫。彼女のことは分かります。もし私が陰の道に喜びを見出していたら、きっと彼女と同じものになっていたでしょうから。
I mean, yeah, but that's kind of like a weird thing to say. If I had been a psychopath, maybe we'd be exactly the same. Like, yeah, if your personality were completely different, you might actually be the same.
シャーリーさん、はっきりと言います。私は死にたくはありません。
Like, really, I think Riksha's kind of worldview does make more sense than Shirley's, right? Like, Riksha just thinking that killing is just kind of like a thing she does. Like, it's not really anything to be concerned over. I think makes more sense than Shirley being, like, actively bloodthirsty.
クロスベルに来るまで私はいつ死んでも構わないと思っていました。いいえ、自分が死ぬということを意識すらしたことがありませんでした。でも今は生きていたい。生きて新たにつかめた光を大切な人たちと一緒に追い求めていきたいんです。だからあなたとの殺し合いには応じることができません。
リーシャ。
リーシャさん、
よく言ったぜ、リーシャちゃん。
だったらなんでわざわざこんな場所に来たのさ。リーシャもシャーリーと戦いたかったんじゃないの？
Well, you see, you're a mid-boss and you're required to fight for the story, so...
再起不能になったイリアの仇を取りたかったんじゃないの？
And plus, this is the best way to actually get back at her.
イリアさんは絶対に何があっても復活します。
Robo Ilya is logging online.
その意味で私があなたに復讐する理由はありません。
The Bionic Woman.
復讐されたいのであればイリアさんが復活した時にでも彼女多分きついビンタを一発もらえるでしょうから。確かにイリアさんならその程度で済ましそうですね。私がわざわざロイドさんたちについてきた理由、それはあなたと私自身に証明するためです。今の私があなたよりも強いと。暗闇の果て。
Oh, it gets so much respect now. I love it.
血塗られた荘園の道しか知らないあなたは。
Then again, I do still think Inevitable Struggle is so good that it could have been confined to a single boss fight.
証明してみせます。本当、リーシャは最高だよ。単なる殺し合いなんかよりずっとワクワクする。本当にクロスベルに来てよかった。
Oh god. They got 8 arms, dude.
それじゃあ早速始めよう。
That they got 6 arms and wings?
ランディ兄たちもついでに相手をしてあげる。シャーリーたちの戦いにちゃんとついてきなよね。
You're not gonna like first turn ult me, are you? I just feel like she's gonna first turn ult me, dude.
全力でリーシャを援護する。
Okay, Wazi's first. I don't know. It's just I feel it in my bones. I think at this point, like I do have a feeling for when they're gonna first turn ult you, and I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling like this is first turn ult status. So I'm gonna play my card. I'm gonna play my trap card. Okay, she didn't actually do it. Now ulting too early could come to bite us in the butt, because if she can be messed with, they cannot. God, the ads are way more annoying than the actual boss in these fights. You're just kind of funny. I mean, no evasions at all. Okay, that's cool. Okay, you do this. Actually, I want to ult. So this is, we are noodle boys. I know I said in the Arian Road fight that we were omelet boys. That was foolish of me. Only a fool would not respect the way of the noodle. Come on, man. Should be a free and easy 10k. Okay, good dodge, good dodge. You already know why I'm here. Randy, bro, you got 80 evasion. I mean, technically it's 75, but it's basically 80. If you don't think about it. If you just pretend math is made up. Also, Wazi, please use your like 130 speed for good instead of evil. You're probably weak to wind, right? I mean, what? I mean, water. That's what I meant. What's Grindel's lore weakness? How does Beowulf beat Grindel? I don't remember. It's been a long time since I had to read that book. Yeah, you definitely want to buff Lloyd with a little noodle action, and then oh, you're about to you're gonna get slapped. Also, why did the crit actually increases the CP? I did not know that. We learn something new every day. This might do like 20k. And we should... We still have some... Because, I mean, she's definitely going to ult here. I didn't think about that. But that did 20k. Jeez. Okay, Tio and Lloyd are still protected. No, she didn't ult. What? Very surprising. Grants max guard. What was I gonna do? Oh, you know, I didn't even think about this strat. I have no clue how this has not occurred to me before. Double CP action? Why have one noodle when you could have two noodles? Hit him with a little diamond dust. Technically, it's not diamond dust, but... Yeah, you do slightly resist, but not enough to worry about. I mean, really, I don't feel the need to ult just yet. Oh, we can burst. I keep forgetting burst is a mechanic in this game for some reason. How much strength do you... You still have 3 turns of strength, so get over there, attack. Yeah, so you whack. You might even say you could smack. What all do you know? That did pretty good damage. Well, I guess you're demon, so you're probably, yeah, you're slightly weak to space. Can you... You can afford to Rune of Victory. I mean, I think we're about to land the fattest... Oh, great, it won't be the crit, so it's not like maximum possible damage. Because we still have 1 turn for a Burning Rage that's boost... I assume the boost from, I don't know if the boost actually stays in place since it does have to break for Randy to do this. So I don't know if it still gets the Rune of Victory buff. I mean, it kind of... I don't know. It didn't seem like it did that much damage. Or not quite enough to be able to Turbo Blast you. Oh, we're not quite. We can almost... I mean, she's gonna ult. We do have to be on the watch for that. Because you can Burning Rage again. Yeah, it's not gonna be quite enough. I think we just accept you're going to... Because we could auto-attack... I don't know. I think we just accept that Lloyd, or Randy, and Wazi are gonna die here. Oh wait, no, your ult doesn't hit the whole screen. So Wazi should be fine. Oh, it didn't even hit Tio, dude. And then... I completely forgot your ult doesn't actually hit the whole screen, because when we did the fight the first time, we were grouped up, and it hit us. I guess just cast it again. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Oh, she laughing, dude. Oh, that's bad. I mean, we still shouldn't be too... I mean, Wazi's still far away in Teal ult. But even if you do, okay, Wazi... Come on, man. Just noodle my dude. And then he can ult. And then you can ult on top in case it doesn't manage to kill. Which it actually didn't. We were almost maybe like screwed again. And then just in case. We were like really fast at first, and then we kind of slowed down at the end there. Not that it really matters. I mean, it's not like I'm in a rush. I'm not gonna be able to beat the game today. I've only got like maybe an hour and a half left to record. But I can beat it in the morning, thankfully. I have a few hours then. What? Well, yeah, you're actually correct. It was, I mean, you had two Grindles that actually have, like, double our HP, or almost triple our HP on some of our characters, so it's not that unfair of a fight. I mean, if we built Riksha properly, and as long as she just had like one backup character, I think she could probably beat that. Like, I think you could definitely do like solo strats in this game. Maybe not full solo, because you kind of do need to have some source of invincibility. Just due to the way the games are done, but like... I think like a full CP strat on Riksha plus evasion, if you put like, say, like Wazi in the far corner away from everyone, they just continually Aqua Mirage and heal, and also be away for any potential ults, you could probably beat that with just two characters if you wanted to. I mean, kind of like the same concept for the Sigmund fight, right? Like, you know, really you only need two characters for that. You need whoever your magic caster is, and you probably need Lloyd.
Kora! ガキが生言ってんじゃねえ
ランディにひどいな。言っとくけど、パパがお待ちかねだからね。
So he's not dead. I mean, like I said that as soon as they said he died, I'm like, I don't think he's actually dead. There's no way they're gonna kill off a character they've hyped up this much off screen. Unless maybe she's talking about in hell? Maybe she's actually talking about that in hell. Like maybe like in the afterlife. Yeah, like maybe that is what she meant. Because I mean, I was kind of, I mean, my thought process for the whole telling Randy his dad died was maybe to like test him. You know, maybe like see if with that knowledge he would be more willing to rejoin the core. Oh yeah, also, her fucking dad, she's not his sister. I always forget she's not his sister. He was talking about Sigmund. Stupid. I guess also I think I subconsciously read that as your daddy for some reason. But yeah, I always also for some reason think Shirley's is Randy's sister, not his cousin.
もちろんそのつもりだ。
Randy, take her sword gun thing. That's two of our boss fights down, so we just have Arios, Mariabel, Sigmund, and whatever the final boss is gonna be. Which I guess will, I don't know, probably like some manifestation of Kia's power, probably.
本当にお騒がせな子だったわね。
すまねえな、俺の身内が。
That or it's gonna just be Mariabel and she's gonna like fuse with the tree or something for her second phase, much like Wiseman.
でもキアのことを気遣ってくれたみたいだな。リーシャ、体の方は大丈夫か？
はい、皆さんがいてくれたおかげです。それと私の中にいるイリアさんが力をくれました。だから勝てたんだと思います。
Yeah, sure, that's it. It's not Burning Rage 3 being overpowered or nothing.
なるほどね。
確かにそれではシャーリーさんに勝ち目はなかったでしょうね。ええ、負けるわけがありません。これでこの領域も解放できたと思います。一旦門まで戻りましょうか。
I mean, I should go back and get that item we missed, but, no.
ああ、そうしよう。
あいつは目を覚ますまで放っておくしかねえか。
I mean, the only like potential quartz I would want it to be, like if it's like a Mind 4, like, you know, the equivalent of the upgraded Mind, that's really the only quartz I think we could, like... Because, I mean, basically all the quartz we found here have just been kind of like slightly upgraded versions of existing ones with cool names, like Sever Gem, some of the others, like the Luster Gem. Like, really the only thing I would really want is an equivalent of, like, Mind 4. Which still isn't, like, that great, because it's probably, what, just, like, 15%? Which is only, like, a little bit of extra arts. It doesn't appear that she will regain consciousness anytime soon. Are you sure we shouldn't carry her to the Merkaba? Nah, let her lie in the dirt for a while. It's a real pain in the ass she woke up inside there anyway. We can deal with her later. He's right. Despite what she had said before passing out, we're still doing enemies. I'm all right with giving her a little first aid before we go. I'm fine with that too. Lord and the others gave basic treatment to Shirley's wounds. Oh, okay. There, she should be fine now. Alright, let's get moving. Wald, we didn't basic treat any of his shit. We're just like, fucking see ya, nerd. I mean, he also had that demon power. Maybe he wasn't actually hurt. Or is maybe the scene slightly different if you treat her?
ああ、今のタイミングなら何人か頭を吹き飛ばせたのに。
Nah.
ほんともう調子狂っちゃうよ。ダメだ。今度こそ落ちる。やっぱりスカウトは受けた方がいいのかな。
And they only offer I mean, Mariabel offered her to, like, lead a private security force? Is that what she's referring to? Because, that offer's not going to be on the table in about 2 to 3 hours?
どうやら2つの領域を解放したからみてえだな。
これでようやく先に進むことができますね。
ああ、でもさすがに厳しい戦いだったからな。
I'm not walking back to the Merkaba.
みんなへの報告もあるし、一度メルカバに戻っても良さそうだ。
Yeah, there might be new dialogue. Maybe I will. Is there like a way to teleport back? Because it's such a long walk. Or wait. Oh yeah, this is the way we... Maybe there is a quick shortcut back this way. Ah, okay. I'll make sure to take as many photos of these trees as I can, of this tree as I can while I have the chance. Once I finally make it back to the news service, I plan on writing the ultimate article. Yeah, you're saying the same thing? Yeah, the three feature? Sensor within its deepest, furthest depths. Yeah, I thought maybe you guys would have different dialogue, because, you know, they said check in, but they must be deeply involved. Well, I mean, I assume, Wazzy, you have to have different dialogue, right? Good work out there, leader. Yeah, thanks. Are you feeling alright? You don't have to worry about me. I'm just enjoying a little break. There's always recoil after I use it, so I try to keep things in check as much as I can. Can't remember the last time I've gotten that fired up. I can tell you were going all out in that fight with Wald. Were you, though? Am I right to assume it was necessary? That you are. Had I done so from the start, maybe all the torment he put himself through could have been prevented. I mean, no, I think if you did that from the start, he'd be fucking dead. They'd be like, what's this bloody paste in the center of the downtown district? In that sense, what happened to him is my responsibility. Wazzy, you shouldn't... It's fine. I don't regret the decision I made, or at least I won't if I get to learn it from it in the future. Besides, I settled the score and I did it on my own terms. That means the final chapter of Wazzy Hemisphere as the leader of Crossbell's Testament has ended. I owe each of you my thanks for helping me write it. In that case, you're welcome. We still have some strong enemies ahead of us, you know. I hope you're not pulling out of this fight. Wouldn't dream of it, leader. From here on, the 9th Dominion of the Grail Knights is at your disposal as a member of the SSS. Can tell the path takes a long time. Come back and buy my food, why don't you? Ho, 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 ho. Speaking of food, how many noodle boys do we have? Because we used a lot there. Now Riksha is the noodle lord. We can only make 4. Give me some tomatoes. And thankfully she's still in the party. That's not how you change orbments. Just pop a quick effort on. I mean, I need at least 2 good noodles, Riksha, or else you're fired. And friendship ended with Riksha. Now Dudley's my best friend, because we are about to switch Dudley in a second. Since we're done with Riksha. Okay, 2. We'll take 2 good noodles. Bloody Shirley. Name she's earned having dyed her hands with blood from a young age. She's the young woman she is today because she revels in living on the battlefield. As yet, I cannot deny that she and I were similar in some respects. Do you still feel that way, Riksha? No, to some extent I know I've changed. It was you, Ilya, and so many others that allowed me to. You've all shaped me during my time in Crossbell. Despite my similarities to Shirley, I believe that's what allowed me to begin trekking down a different path. You mean by meeting others? Friends? Putting it that way, maybe it was fate that brought us all together. I wouldn't doubt it. I was able to settle things with Shirley with the help of you all. You have my vow that I will fight alongside you until this matter is resolved to repay that favor. Thank you, Riksha. We couldn't ask for a better ally and friend. We're going to end this and save Kia together. I'm sure that would bring a smile to Ilya and the rest of Arkansas faces. I'm looking forward to it. Now's the time to stop baiting. Just gotta freaking reach out for the truth, man. But yeah. I mean, I like Riksha a little bit. I was told Wald has been defeated. I've known that young man for 2 years, ever since Wazzy and I infiltrated Crossbell. I never expected Wazzy to enjoy himself like he did after he founded the Testaments as our cover. There was a brief time earlier this year where our organization was in danger due to Revanche's meddling. But the Testaments as well as the Saber Vipers survived thanks to Wazzy and Wald being good friends and partners. Deep down, I'm sure Wald feels the same way. I want to know that they're formable on the same page. Are you suggesting... In retrospect, it may have been Wazzy's decision to hold back that spurred Wald to act as he did. Then again, who is to say? Wazzy is not one to open up about those kinds of matters. Perhaps this was a conversation we are better off not having. Please do not speak of a word of it to anyone. Yeah, I won't. Just frickin' get Ellie out of my party! What's your, support? Oh, absolutely, get rid of that. That's super good. Don't you know the lights floating around the... Yeah, you all say the same thing. Well, guess we're going to, get moving. Are you even set up properly? I mean, I don't... What the hell is this, dude? Can you cast heals? Yes. I mean, we're not going to use you, but in case we do. Or forced to or something? I don't know. What time we're at? Like 45 minutes? I guess we'll push on. I don't know if there's going to be a cutscene here or if it's just more combat. I mean, well, it kind of looks like an arena, but... What in the hell are you? What is it with Wazzy? And I mean, I know it's like selection bias because like I'm every time I see it, I'm more likely to notice at this point. But like, come on, Wazzy gets too many guards on his attacks. It's too common. I refuse to believe it's a. She couldn't even finish her sentence before Genevieve barreled into her chest to squeeze her middle. Jubilee, indelicate as she was, lost her balance and fell back on the floor, bringing about another surge of death. Oh, you gotta move! Okay, whatever. At least we get to fight you on our terms. Okay, see, we managed to dodge the guard that time. I didn't want the XP anyway, thanks to you. But, I guess we got a few seconds. What were we were talking about Noelle's support thing. I don't really remember if there was anything else I wanted to say. Just that I found it a bit more believable that it was kind of like, hey, let's start something romantic, as opposed to like, hey, we love each other, let's be together forever. Which especially makes more sense for Noelle, considering she hasn't been she's only been a part of the group for like a couple months, like officially. I mean, they've known her for about a year, but. And then if we get it, I guess if this is combat, we'll talk about Riksha a little bit. Now, Riksha's was probably my second favorite. I thought it was because it had a lot of information that we didn't really learn, like normally. Like basically, it starts with her talking about her backstory, as being raised as yin by her father. It was, I think she describes him as neither cold nor kind, like basically just kind of his role was to be yin and train her to be yin, and that's it. Wasn't like necessarily like a bad guy or overly affectionate. And then it basically ends with right before she became yin, her father got sick. Father basically just kind of chose to die so that she could take over and be the new yin. Asked her to kill him at one point. She refuses to actually kill him, but he ends up passing away naturally. And when she refuses to kill her dad says something along the lines of, you know, that's just like you. I can't remember the exact phrase, but like basically he doesn't show like disapproval with her choice not to murder him. I mean, I guess it technically wouldn't be murder if he's willing, but because really I was thinking the thing was going to be that you know, to be the next yin you have to kill the previous yin, so like it was going to be like a patricide thing where they present that as a thing, but they don't ever actually go into it. Like she doesn't actually go through with it. And it wouldn't also be like a beat him in combat, like out of malice. It's like he wants you to be the one to end his life at like now that he's sick. And then basically it talks about how like right after she became yin, she entered into a long-term contract with Heiyu, came to Crossbell, ended up just by happenstance to meet Ilya. And then, though it had its ups and downs, I'm grateful for the opportunity working on these two games gave me. Also, are these shoes any good? Accuracy, min only. Movement's actually really good on you. Just because that's one of the only big problems with our strat is we do have a hard time spreading out. Because like Wazzy in particular, if we could have Wazzy super far away so he could never really be caught up in anything, that'd be good. But yeah, going back to summarizing the Riksha thing. Don't know. Why am I fighting you? Well, I thought I was going to stun you, but sometimes stunning doesn't work. To me? What do I do here? What? But oh yeah, back to Riksha. It ends with after she tells the story, I'm trying to remember, what exactly does Lloyd say? I don't know. Lloyd says something, it gets Riksha all emotional. It's good in the moment, I promise. I just have an awful memory, man. Don't do it. And then basically at the very end, Riksha finally, Lloyd basically says that like her father wouldn't judge her for the way she's chosen to become Yin, and for kind of like giving up on it to become a member of Arc-en-Ciel. That, you know, he would kind of respect that decision, which causes her to, you know, finally experience, like, kind of break down emotionally for the first time. Very reminiscent of the Estelle Joshua beach scene from Trails 2. I think even the dialogue's actually very similar in the sense that, just why does that exist? Just why? So annoying. Like, hey, what if after combat, you had to spend frickin' 60 seconds trying to get all your mana back? Wouldn't that be funny? And HP? I'm just gonna hope you level up and get your mana back. I didn't actually want Tio on the front. Okay, Tio, you don't stun for very long? But yeah, basically the scene ends kind of similarly to the beach scene in the sense that she finally kind of opens up emotionally, kind of expresses surprise at being able to cry for the first time, like ever. Like even when her dad died, she never really expressed emotion. And then it's not like directly romantic, but there's kind of like romantic undertones to it in the sense of like Lloyd says something along the lines of like he wants to watch how Riksha develops, much in the same way that like her father probably wanted to. But like I like that one both for the, I don't know what to do, man. You got no mana. Got no dang mana, man. Hey, that did something. But really, it kind of runs into a bit of the same problem, which I guess we'll talk about my big issue with all the romantic bond moments, is that like my opinion on romance in fiction is that it only ever works if the story is completely devoted to the concept. Like, for example, I'm just not like a huge fan of it like to begin with. I didn't expect it to do that much damage, I'm gonna be honest. I was like, we should probably ult just to be safe. Dude, what is this frickin' fight, man? Is this a monster chest? Is that why it's so hard? I haven't, like, I'm completely out of it. And you've got, like, infinite move, right? I can't ult. There it goes. I didn't realize it wouldn't even let you bring up the screen unless you were, you could actually already ult. Yeah, that was a little spooky. Dang, a gun? When the SSS needed to recruit a skilled negotiator, marksman, and second in command, there was only one candidate that was eligible. Alright, this is why you'll forever be on the back line, Ellie. Chest puns. But, like, my problem with all the romantic stuff is, I just don't feel like there's enough development of these romances in the story itself. Like, partially I have a personal bias against them because I'm just not, like, a huge fan of them. But I do like them sometimes when they're, like, when I feel like there's a lot of work put into them. Like, for example, like, I really like the Estelle Joshua stuff, right? In the original trilogy. Like, I thought that was, like, I mean, that was, like, the main point of the game, right? Like, it felt, like, very well developed and everything. I I just completely lost my train of thought. Like, it's just gone. Like, it felt well developed. Like, that was kind of like the point of the story, right? And plus, there's a degree of like, I'm trying to think how to phrase this, like canonization to it. Like, that's Estelle's story, right? She ends up with Joshua. That's the way it is going forward. From here on, that's the canon ending. You're not like trying to manipulate like 3 or 4 different potential romances like you are in this game, where the fact that, you know, Lloyd can potentially be involved with all these different characters means none of them are really, what the fuck, are really all that developed. Why are these enemies like in this game? No, that's the wrong move, dude. I don't want you to crit. Can I make you not crit? I mean, I guess you won't crit this way. But I don't want Tio to get the crit either. What are you weak to? Nothing? Like, just whack. And smack? But like, you know, there's a degree of like, I guess because it's like I know these characters show up in the future, so I feel like these romances, like, I don't exactly know how they're handled when these characters show back up. Or I mean, like, honestly, I don't even know to what degree the characters show back up. I just know they do in some form or fashion in some of the later Cold Steel games. But like, I just feel like because you're having to manage the fact that like every player could have had like one potential like canonized romance, that like I don't really know how you're going to address that in future games. Like, I feel like it's almost has to be kind of like ignored, that or it's not going to be like developed to the same degree. Like, maybe there's like a one-off line or something. Like, I don't even know if those games like support that level of because I mean, the technology's there, right, with like save importing. Like, you could theoretically do it, but because you have to deal with it from like, you know, 5 different potential ones that Lloyd could have ended up with, there's it doesn't feel like I'm as invested. Whereas with Randy or like Wazzy, say, where it's just like they're really good friends, you don't have to like, you know, change their whole character arc to explain why they're they have to. Why would you do that? Why they have to be together? If that makes any sense. Because like the Tio one in particular, right? I mean, they specifically, or I mean, I guess all of them, or like Tio and Ellie. There's a very explicit like undertone of marriage there, like being together forever. Like, not just like a, oh, we're like casually dating. It's like soulmate shit. Dude, why are these enemies in this fucking game, man? Like, just stop. I mean, it doesn't help that, like, I'm kind of checked out of the combat, and I'm, like, very badly trying to explain why I don't really like the romantic stuff. Partially just because I don't feel like it's going to be recognized going forward, so it's hard for me to care. Or even if it is recognized in some way, I don't think it's going to be recognized to the extent for me to, like, care about it. Like, enemies are just so fucking annoying. Dude, I'm gonna die. I'm actually going to die here. I mean, it's because we have Scent on Tio. It's so freaking awful, man. I mean, I should just unequip it, but like, that would be admitting defeat. And the game will never beat me. I refuse to let it. Also, please end this section. What am I going to do with Sepith? Thank you to the Geofront for giving me the chance to help release the definitive version of the Crossbow arc in English. I hope y'all... I do like the developer chest messages. Like, just fuck off. All of you. Fuck off. I mean, I deserve that. And it's like, well, my biggest problem is the enemies are so freaking tanky in this area. Like, you can't quickly kill them. So it's like combat's just taking for frickin' ever, man. And also, like, I don't know where I'm going. I wouldn't say this is the worst final dungeon. Trails 1 still takes the cake there, but this one is maybe more annoying than... I think it probably wouldn't be nearly as bad if I didn't have synth on. So, like, it's kind of like, you know, the bicycle meme, where the dude's driving the bicycle and then he jams the stick in it, and then it's like, fucking whatever. That's basically what this is, where I have synth on and I'm complaining about random battles. Crossbow's been through everything this year. What's another big or two? Nothing. So go finish the story the only way you know how. Yeah, but I can't do it until tomorrow. I should stop recording soon, actually, because it's late at night. I mean, I do feel like the synth is like crazy. I mean, I want to do it. I mean, it should give you all your CP back. I mean, you've got to buff Lloyd. Like, we're actually going to die here if we don't have Lloyd ult soon. Like, honestly, I think we have to burst. Because otherwise, these things are just going to completely destroy us with... God, I really don't want to burst, though. Now, let's see how it goes. If you faint Lloyd, we die. Okay, that didn't do that much damage. Okay, depending on how fast they start going. Okay, so Lloyd... You can afford to Raging Spin here. That'll give you all your mana back. Put them closer. Okay. They did instant Genesis Flood. Like, he instant cast it. Like, come on, man. What bad enemies. Justice Magnum? Sure. We'll maybe try and use it. Chief Roberts recently put Tio in charge of porting Pom Pom Party to a brand new portable console. She's calling it the Tio Geo Pocket. I get it. I get it. Haha. Heal me, Dudley. Heal me faster, Dudley. But I don't know. I didn't really explain my thoughts very well at all, but basically, I wasn't really a huge fan of all the romance shit just because I don't feel like it's developed enough for me to care. Like, because basically, it kind of goes back to, I think I mentioned this earlier, but, like, the romances feel so, like, one-sided for the most part. Like, Lloyd never really shows much direct interest in the girls. The girls only ever show interest in Lloyd. Whereas, like, I felt like in... Just use Trails in this guy as an example. Like, I really liked the perspective of it being, like, from... not really from Estelle's perspective, but it felt like she was invested in the relationship, right? Dude, why is this here? Hey, remember this boss fight? That, A, it's a rehash of a boss that already exists, and you fought them already? What if you fought them again? Wouldn't that be cool? Did we just die here? I think we just die here. Okay, they're not... Like, I don't know how you tell if they're going to Ancient Synapse or if they're going to, I mean, if they're going to Genesis Flood or if they're going to use the other attack. Do we have anything that gives 30 CP? We got double burgers. And then you ult right after. Just to kill these guys. You didn't kill him. Randy! Dude, what a fucking awful fight. Dude! It's not really a big deal, it's more just like fucking bad design. And I hate to like have another death. I mean, it's not like we've died a lot in this playthrough, but dying in bullshit fashion does piss me off. Especially when it's one that, like, there was nothing really we could have done about that without having Teowalt ready at the start. I mean, if we had Ellie's really the only way we could have avoided this, by just being able to instant strike bell. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I was confused. I didn't think they were casting Genesis Flood, because it showed a tiny AoE, not a big AoE. Oh my god, you didn't actually do enough to kill? Oh, so we still die? Because they're gonna get to Genesis Flood for... Who made this? Oh, you can't reach. You can't reach. What in the hell is this? Could you, like, maybe actually do damage, Lloyd? What the hell? Awful, awful fight. Just truly garbage. Like, I'm salty, but, like, unbelievably bad. I guess heal Randy because he's gonna die otherwise. Now I'm like doing that thing where I'm just like, I'm kind of tilted. You know what? Fuck you. Alright, whack. I guess... How much HP do you have? I don't think we can kill you, but... Sure, we've never done it before, why not? Okay. Pretty... I mean, it's like, what was I supposed to have done there, really? Well, that's why it's kind of annoying. But yeah, let's go ahead and stop here. I think I'm freaking trailsed out for the day anyway. I'll come back and finish the game in the morning. I should have a few hours to hopefully wrap things up. Also, like, well, actually, are we? Okay, we're finally here. So this is probably Dudley. Or I guess it could be Sigmund, but I mean, you have to have Randy in your party, so I don't really know what the point of having like the barrier thing is for a Sigmund fight. Yeah, we'll at least unlock this first. I can maybe at least do this section of it off screen to save like a little bit of time.
ダメだ。俺には反応しない。
どうやらシャーリーと小僧をぶちのめしてきたようだな。あんた、
こちらの動きが見えているのか。
手に取るようにな。さあ、ランドルフ、手をかざせ。すべての決着をつけるためにな。
望むところだ。
それでは戦を始めるぞ。迷いと未練を捨てて、いざ飛び込んでくるがいい。
Sure. Whatever you say, pal.
たく、親子揃って。
ランディさん、予想はしていたけど。
ああ、正直厳しすぎる相手だな。
I mean, it's gonna be pretty much the same. I'm gonna use Aqua Mirage. He's gonna try and hit us. He's gonna miss. He's gonna ult. It's gonna one-shot us if we don't have Tio ult up. As long as since it doesn't hit the whole screen, we'll be fine. As long as Wazi and Tio are out of the way of combat, it'll be easy, man.
IBC 前で見せつけられた圧倒的な力から判断する限り
Nah, he actually was like really easy. Like
俺たちの勝ち目は薄いだろ
in a mechanical sense, the fight at the IBC is actually extremely easy. The only problem is just like having a strategy that lets you put the damage out fast enough.
確かに実戦経験が違いすぎるね。
さすがは大陸最強の両兵団の首領格か。
だがここを越えない限り俺は
Yeah, don't forget, we're all in this
俺たち
together.
は前に進めねえ。俺自身の蹴りを2年前につけられなかったけじめをつけるためにも
Hmm.
どうかお前らの力を貸してくれ。
Maybe they fought when he tried to leave the core or something.
ああもちろんだ
言わずもがなです。当たり前じゃない。
微力でよければ。
いいだろう。
Well, let's go ahead and go in case there's like a cutscene or something. There probably will be. Yeah, it's about what you expect. Big fire. Hey, Sigmund, what do you want your domain to like? I don't know, fire, cool. Alright, well, whatever you say,
こ
buddy.
れは
なんて光景。
You gotta cast float to be able to walk over the lava without taking damage.
煉獄の炎も核やだね。
まさにゴーだな。
参ったな。
Emphasis on the hot.
この光景俺にもどこか懐かしいものを感じるぜ。
ランディさん。
Randy, no one can understand you when you speak like that.
でもそれもまたランディの一部なんだろ
ああ
I mean, to be fair, I can't understand him anyway because, you know, obviously language barrier, but when he starts mumbling like that.
2年前俺はこんな光景から目をそらすために逃げた。だがいい加減自分の業と向き合う時が来た。
Exactly. A bit of a burning rage.
オーガロッサの戦場だ。飲み込まれないよう腹をくくって突き進むぞ。
あ
Alright, we'll stop here. I'll probably go ahead and do like up to the healing machine off screen before I record again in the morning. And yeah. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye guys.